New KVK, Age of Duality, just started for me. It's my first day of this KVK and I'm gonna show you what I generally do every single new KVK on a first day, right? First of all, let's go like step by step on the activities which is important for every player to do whenever new KVK starts, right? At first, we have to know that in order for us to enter to KVK, we should go to this seasonal tab and click on enter, right? So let's not waste too much time and let's generally enter to new KVK, which is Age of Duality, right? Of course, yeah, finally, right now we are already in a new KVK, right? So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to do like we are doing every single reset. We are going to claim our daily rewards, right? Our daily rewards, which are important. Of course, I saved the basic SP recovery potions for this KVK because it's important to farm Darklings for some prestige, right? So yeah, this is basically like normal daily activities for me. Opening chest, opening artifact chest. Generally, I'm not looking forward to having something amazing from the free draws, right? So yeah, basically that's the two activity which is mainly available every single reset. And yeah, we are seeing the new rune levels, legendary tokens, and so on, right? And basically what happens next? Next we are going to get some gifts from our alliance members, which is basically another daily activity if you are in a good alliance, right? The active alliance will always have some gifts in the alliance tab, which will be important for free-to-play players and not only free-to-play players, basically for everybody, right? Here we are having some achievements, some warband achievements, some personal achievements, which we are going to achieve slowly one by one, right? But what's the most important for us to check the seasonal policies, and of course we're gonna make the separate video regarding seasonal policies, right? Until then, of course, we are going to check if something really changed, right? Yeah, we are choosing from chain of command, spread of the word, the wealth. That's the choosing from here is bad. But of course, I'm gonna choose stamina limit. Military expansion is here. I guess these ones are seasonal talents, seasonal policies, which we are having. Resource healing is here. Nothing really new about these policies. They have been with us for a while. Counterattack infantry, counterattack cavalry, counterattack marksmen, and counterattack magic, right? Which have been with us for a while. Military expansion 2, actually 15 levels is needed to max. The warrants, let's check if something new is here. Stamina limit bonus 50%. I guess since I'm tier 5, I'm gonna get diligence, right? But reprieve and diligence is the two choices, which is good. Light of the beacon, captain of the guard, medical supplies. Yeah, basically all of them are. Yeah, I really like that we have private practice. We're gonna get elixirs basically for free for exchanging some prestige, which is nice, right? Gain 1 elixir for every one of your level 4 units that die. Yeah, that's if you are having bitter end, then you are going to get a lot of elixirs for free, right? So yeah, basically this is like small checking out of policy section. And what's the most important for the Age of Duality is of course artifact variants, right? Of course, we are not going to deep dive into this system. At first, I have to understand myself, and let's not make a mistake, right? And then, well, of course, I'm gonna make a more detailed video, right? First, transformable artifacts will be unlocked as seasonal progress. Basically means that some of them will be locked, and throughout the gameplay we're gonna unlock more. When equipping the artifact, the attributes and the skill will kept on the first one, while the deputy will only gain its artifact skill, which means the second artifact's attributes actually don't matter. Creating an artifact variant costs a prestige, so that's the currency. Some artifacts are subject to season limits and will be scrapped when the season ends. So basically, there will be some artifacts which are created only for this KVK, right? Which is really interesting. Of course, as I will repeat one more time, I'm not gonna deep dive into this system so far. Plus, we have a lot of locked, and I can't really check it. Whenever I will understand more in detail, of course, we're gonna make a separate video regarding this feature, which seems like a really fun one, right? And yeah, let's see what kind of impact this will have in this KVK, right? So yeah, this is basically all the new stuff, the policies, the artifact variants, and so on. And what we are going to do next is not a big surprise. We are going to farm Darklings, right? We are going to farm Darklings. Yeah, I can see already we are having... Yeah, I can see already what's going on here, basically. Alright. Yeah. This is weird, right? There's a lot of slots. Alright, Shadow. Yeah, this is the way why you should always get a lot of legendary artifacts, because of the KVKs like this, right? It was my first time checking out the tab where I can see the amount of artifacts can be equipped, but yeah, it was pretty strange to see that I have empty slots in terms of artifacts, right? So yeah, not bad, right? Not bad. We're gonna get used to it, having 2 artifacts per march. Which will be interesting, right? I like that there is no attributes. We don't want more attributes for a tier 5 full tier 5 players. That's why only skill, I guess, second artifacts, which will be more of a utility type, might be a really good choice, right? Might be a really good choice. So right now, we are basically farming some prestige in order for us to start upgrading policies. And basically, yeah, we have to look around the policies like this, right? If there is a choice, it means we can't unchoice it. It means that if whenever we're gonna make a decision, it will stay, right? So I think stamina limit bonus, especially for my account when I'm using only 3 or 4 marches for PvP gameplay, is really important, right? Prestige gain can be fine, SP recovery for tier 4 players will be important, but since I finally unlocked my tier 5 archers and I have 2 million of them, we have to start with the stamina, because stamina will be the key for the PvP gameplay, right? Yeah, let's continue. Let's take down. Let's just use our SP as much as we can, because at the start of the season, you will need a lot of stamina, right? Wait, are we just... Alright, yeah, I guess. Alright. It was strange, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, yeah, let's get SP. That's the most important at the start of the KVK, because when this fight starts, you don't want to have a low amount of troops in your marches, right? And in order for you to avoid that kind of mistake, you have to focus on military expansion 1 and military expansion 2, which is one of the most mandatory things for PvP gameplay in terms of like policy section, right? That's why I call policies like research tab for PvP gameplay, right? You are getting hospital increase for your elixirs, and you are getting the troop count increase for your marches, right? And that's all you basically need at the start of the KVK, right? Because at the start you only have 250k troops per march, and that's not enough, right? Because we all know that Call of Dragons can have 300k, and yeah, we have to use that, right? We have to use that. Generally, taking Darklings is the most primary decision you have to make, and saving SP recovery potions will help us to get enough prestige in order for us to go for the military expansion and at least max this one out, right? Because it's really important, not only for PvP, which I already mentioned, but also for PvE, right? Because if we have more troops in our marches, we are going to defeat Darklings even faster. So yeah, that's basically how it looks like having the first day of the KVK. This is how the season map looks like, and hopefully we are going to have a lot of fun whenever actual fights will start, right? I can't wait. Generally, the home kingdom is the place where I'm not really having fun. People like you basically have to just do the events and start farming mana, right? That's the reason why home kingdom actually exists. And yeah, Of course, I managed to get some amount of mana and resources for this KVK, but yeah, it was really boring, right? Yeah, we are going to continue to get some prestige, increase the policies. That's how we are going to increase the power of our account for this KVK. And yeah, let's see, right? Let's see. Let's check the pets. That's my pets. Unfortunately, we don't have new archer, war pet, or heroes, or artifact at the start of this KVK. I believe soon we should get some news regarding the update and the patch notes, and we are going to check which kind of archer heroes we are getting. For that, I'm saving up my legendary tokens here, as you can see, for new archers, because at once I want to be prepared whenever new archers will be dropped, right? So yeah, this will be the last Darkling which we are going to defeat for the SP recovery, for the prestige, and slowly we're gonna increase the levels of the prestige, so we're gonna get some military expansion, some hospital capacity, and so on, right? So yeah, basically, what's more important, yeah, whenever we're gonna defeat these Darklings, we're gonna check which kind of events did we get at the start of this KVK, right? And basically, like 1 year ago, every single start of the KVK was a big surprise, because we were getting a lot of new events, new heroes, and so on. But after some updates, I think that actually got changed, right? And we are going to check what's the new events which are waiting for us to get completed, or some extra rewards, right? Let me clear some dailies. Yeah, let's check, right? So, also for League is not new, Champions prediction is not new, Victory prediction, yeah, these are the same. Crucible of the Heroes, that's the newest event, which I have not done yet. And it will be interesting for me to do it, and there is some important and interesting rewards, some elixirs, which is always helpful, right? We're gonna do it later. Battle Abyss is not new. Alliance Mobilization, it's been with us for a while. Riches of the Forest is here, of course. Strongest Lord. Time to Act, basically the event which is with us every single start of the KVK. Early's Forest Protector, that's the new event for new epic hero, like a Eliana event, where you are getting tokens for free, basically. And yeah, the Great Revival is the event which we are getting every single start of the KVK. So basically, for the beginning, that's not impressive, right? That's not impressive. This is really low amount of events, especially when you are waiting for the KVK for such a long time, for 2-3 weeks, and finally you're starting the KVK and you don't have events where you want to play. I think the developers of the game should try to add some events at the start of the KVK, because everybody's excited. Having more events would be even better. Let's not forget Greymoor's Wish is here. You basically choose your reward, and you will have to spend a lot of gems or a lot of money in order for you to get the desired legendary tokens, which will help you to increase power of your account, right? So yeah, basically this. Alright, I think there is something which I have to check in terms of story mode. Tales. Did we get something new? Artifacts, alright. What about artifacts? Yeah, that's not new. That's not new. Alright, so basically this is the first day for me, for every single KVK. This is how I start, right? Of course, for some KVKs we have even better events and there is way more fun and excitement at the start of the KVK, but yeah, this one is like this. We're gonna continue getting more prestige, we're gonna increase the artifact levels, and we're gonna find out how the artifact variants actually work, right? And whenever I'm gonna do it, of course, we are going to make the videos regarding the policies and regarding the artifact variants in order for you guys to be ready for the next KVK or current KVK, right? Thanks for being with me for the first couple of minutes of the Age of Duality season. Hopefully you guys will have fun in this KVK, and as always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.